I don't even want to go there. We seem to have a problem with our energy costs in this community. Why are energy costs so much higher? That's what makes it hard on anybody, everybody. Maybe we ought to go back to the dirty thing called coal, because coal actually is clean. We're trying to destroy the coal industry in this state, and yet it's a profitable thing. It's a good thing for us. We had to convert Excel. Black Hills built theirs based on natural gas. Those are the reasons our costs are so high. We had a recent meeting in our community. We went all after Black Hills because they're raising the rates. They were forced to raise their rates by the legislature. That makes their rates higher, makes everything they produce higher cost. Again, if you have higher cost in your product, it's harder to compete. We need to be able to compete not only in a statewide margin, but in the community. We need lower costs of energy, lower cost of taxes, lower cost of regulations.
This is the back and forth portion of the debate. I think Tom's referring to 1365, the Clean Air, Clean Jobs Act that passed the legislature in, I think, 2010 that encouraged companies that had coal to move to natural gas. When that bill came up, and I asked Black Hills how it would impact them, they said, we're planning on shutting down the plant in Canyon City, the coal plant in Canyon City, regardless, and so this isn't going to change anything we do. That said, the biggest problem that we faced in energy rate hikes was when Xcel Energy quit providing energy from Comanche to Black Hills, and Black Hills went on a spending spree building a whole bunch of power plants. Unfortunately, there is a really bad statute that allows companies to get 110% back of their cost of building a new plant. Why is that bad? Because if you can build a plant for $50 million, you're guaranteed just $5 million profit on your customers on top of the $50 million. But if you can spend a lot more and build it for $100 million, then you're guaranteed $10 million in raw profit that you can pass along. There are a lot of statutes that need fixing to protect consumers and energy prices.
Okay, we're to the closing portion of the program. You may recall I said that Tom won the coin toss and elected to close the program, so we'll have closing comments by Sal.
I want to start off by thanking the Chieftain and Action 22, of course, the beautiful Memorial Hall. In my year and a half as County Commissioner, we have made economic growth, job creation, protecting small businesses, and creating good-paying jobs our top priorities. If you're like me, sometimes you're sick of politicians who spout off rhetoric and make up their own facts, so I brought some numbers to share with you, and the numbers speak for themselves. 900, the number of new full-time jobs tracked or facilitated by our County Economic Development Department in enterprise zones in 2013. 11.3 and 7.9. 11.3 was the unemployment rate in Pueblo County. When I started my job, 7.9 is the current unemployment rate. 150 million, the amount of new state and federal transportation funds for I-25 and US 50 here in Pueblo County and in the city of Pueblo and Pueblo West and Pueblo County. 1 million, the amount that will be spent to reduce accidents and fatalities through construction of the new Pueblo West roundabout on Platteville and Purcell. 15 million, the amount Pueblo County is spending on repaving and reconstructing roads in Pueblo West as part of the SDS mitigation funds. 500 is the number of new construction jobs created as part of our work on I-25 and Highway 50. 13,000, the number of current rail passengers, mostly seniors and tourists, we're working to save through efforts to maintain the Southwest Chief route through southeastern Colorado. 16,000 is the projected number of new passengers who will ride the Southwest Chief when we bring a stop in Pueblo. 1, the new PV utility scale solar project near Comanche will be the #1 largest of its kind east of the Rockies. 2.3 million, the amount of money Pueblo County saved taxpayers in our budget during the 2013 year in our belt tightening challenge. And 3, my most important number, my 3 kids, Wyatt, Carlo, and Alana, The three people who motivate me every day to leave a community behind better than the one we inherited. For the future of Pueblo, I ask for your vote for County Commissioner.
My turn. I'm humbled to be here, and I thank you very much for allowing me to speak to you in the audience and those in the TV audience. I grew up in this community, have served it my whole life. Our community is going the wrong way. Let me give you some examples. The judicial building. We were told it was going to cost $55 million. The cost is somewhere now north of $110 million. Number two, we have an increase in utility costs. Number three, we do have failing infrastructures, roads, bridges, let alone our schools. We have lack of funding for the agencies that provide safety for our homes and the people, such as the fire department and police departments are under budget. My experience serving the community, our state, and our county will allow me to bring balance and common sense and a fresh perspective to Pueblo. As a dentist, I have always asked my patients, what is your issue and how can I help you so we can make it better? I promise to listen to you, the citizens of Pueblo. Let's return pride to Pride City. And speaking of jobs that Sal's talking about bringing here, I have a list of over 50 businesses that have failed recently in Pueblo, Colorado. I'm talking about small businesses. That's what I'm working for. That's what I'm here to help. Thank you. I appreciate your vote.
We're done, dude. Thank you very much for attending this forum. We're going to take a break, get set up for the county clerk forum. So again, thank you and good evening.